I turned 20 this week. Usually when people celebrate their 20th birthday, I'm sure they probably would go to a club with their friends, dressed up, getting some shots, partying, all the stuff, but here I am, quarantining alone. Is this straight? I think this is straight. Okay. So today is January 20th. It is the last day of me being a teenager. In Thailand, I would already been 20, but we can extend a little day. We can extend one more day here. I don't think I'm gonna feel that different just because look at the situation we're in right now. It is the global pandemic. Because of the situation itself, it kind of forces me to grow up a year faster than any teenager in any generations. I feel like all of us have grown up one way or another, I'm pretty sure. But for me, it was a big step in my life. When I turned 19, I remember it was a fresh start to university. It was a new chapter of my life. It was the biggest chapter of my life. I think the lack of responsibility is definitely the thing I would miss the most. It's crazy to think that 10 years I was a child. Well, and young adult, whatever you want to say it. I think that is why I love Peter Pan so much. Peter Pan is a character where he never really grows up and he just lives the same way that he does. I think deep down I'm just afraid to grow up and be an absolute adult deep down of me, even though most of my friends call me a mom because I'm so responsible for everything that I do and even myself. But I think deep down that's the fear that I have. But like Wendy, that's not reality. We all have to grow up one way or another, and we have to adapt along the way. It's not like everybody knows exactly what they have to do right from the beginning of our lives. It's just we have to figure it out along the way, and I feel like I have to let go of that fear and grow up. She teaches me that we can't hold on to our childhood all the time. Yeah, being a kid and being a teenager, no responsibility is such a wonderful thing because you can dream whatever you want to dream. However, that's not reality. Sometimes reality sucks, but we just gotta find a way to bring it on. Wendy used her dream and her reality of her childhood to tell stories about Peter Pan to her children. And I want to do the same. Maybe parts of my dream can be incorporated in parts of my day every day. Who knows, maybe that could be a story that I can tell my children and pass it along. I was thinking about it last night that wow, I have been a teenager for 10 years. I've been alive in this earth for 20 years, so 2 decades. So this is another chapter, another opening to my life. The next chapter of my life, the next 10 years of my life. I feel like during this time, people would either finish their school, definitely, maybe start their business, find their own husband and have their family of their own. Like the next 10 years is gonna be another interesting ride. The last 10 years, obviously, you're 100% in school. To think the next decade I will be out of school completely kind of scares me a little bit because I don't really know what I want to do with my life yet. It seems like I have a purpose in life, but yeah. The biggest lesson that I've learned is to be true to yourself. It was confusing for me to find like what is confident in myself. I take criticisms quite hard upon myself to the point that didn't become myself. 6-7 years ago, I was a shy kid, and then once I moved to Canada, I was an extroverted. I became an extrovert student, and now I found the balance between the two, which I'm happy to have both side of me in here. So if you're watching this from 10 years from now, I hope you have grown even more. And yeah, I will see you in 10 years then.